Hi, this is Tutor P, and this is lesson 610. The title of today's lesson is the difference between air conditioner, air conditioning, air conditioned, or just air conditioned. Sometimes students will mix up exactly when they should use all of these different terms. Okay, anyway, if somebody wants a screenshot, do it right now. Let's get right to it. All right, let's start with the first one, an air conditioner. An air conditioner is a machine which, when turned on, will cool down a room or building. So it's the actual physical machine that you can see. That's the air conditioner. All right, air conditioning is the whole system of connected parts that cools down a room or a building. So it's the whole system. Sometimes if you go into a room, you may not actually see an air conditioner, but you could still feel the air conditioning. Maybe there's just vents where the cool air is coming out of. So you could still have air conditioning without physically seeing an air conditioner. All right, we got a second meaning also for air conditioning, the state or the temperature. The state of the temperature or the effect of an air conditioner or system. So the cool air itself from it actually could also be referred to as the air conditioning. All right, next one, air conditioned. Well, this is the easiest one to separate because this one is just simply an adjective that describes a room or a building, etc., cooled down by air conditioning. So air conditioned will always be modifying some noun, usually a place. Okay, air condition is a verb. Usually it means to provide or supply with air conditioning. All right, so let's get into it. We got several examples here to show how it's used, and we use a couple with the X to show where a student might make a mistake. Well, here's the first one with the X. The room has no air condition. Well, you can't just say that. Remember, air condition by itself is usually a verb. So that would not work. This would be correct. You say the room doesn't have an air conditioner. That's possible. I mean, you don't actually see the physical machine where the cool air is coming out. Or you could say that room doesn't have any air conditioning, because even if there's no air conditioner, you may still have the whole system there, and they may have vents that is supplying cool air to the room, so it could still have air conditioning. So you can actually use both in that sort of sense. You would only use air conditioner if you see the physical machine. All right, let's go on. Number two. The air conditioner is too strong. Now, well, actually, you wanted a strong air conditioner. You want it to work well. So that's actually not the problem. What you really mean is that the air is too cool, and you're starting to get cold. So you should say the air conditioning is too strong. Remember, the second meaning of air conditioning is the temperature or the effect that you feel. So here you would say, can you lower the temperature? So you wouldn't say the air conditioner is too strong. You would say the air conditioning is too strong. Okay. And the third one here, well, this is simple examples of the ED, the adjective. That hotel doesn't have any air-conditioned rooms. So whether they have an air conditioner or an air conditioning system, they don't have any. I don't want to stay there. All right. We have a second example for this one. In Bangkok, they have some air-conditioned buses and some non-air-conditioned buses. So again, this is when it's used as an adjective, it directly modifies a noun. All right, and the last one here. If you want to hold this event in an outdoor tent, you must find a way to air condition it, to supply it with air conditioning. Okay, the temperature is too hot right now. Okay, anyway, I hope you got it. I hope it was clear. Again, I hope this gives you a better idea of when you might use one of these terms instead of using one of the others. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.